What is stress? How do you describe it? How does it affect you? Do you deal with it in a healthy way, an unhealthy way? Do you cover up your problems with medication? Do you constantly have to rely on some outside factor to help regulate your emotions, help regulate your stress, help regulate your life? Is that all you have? Void is an animation that I created to represent that stress, represent how some ways of dealing with stress is unhealthy, but sometimes that's feels like our only choice. It feels like our only option. It's the only way out because we become reliant on that medication, reliant on that stability in your life. Once you're in that loop, you can't get out of it. It's difficult. You don't have time. You don't have a spare moment. You can't risk messing up something that already works. So then, I guess we're trapped. Trapped in this loop. This animation as a whole represents how I feel about stress and how it affects me personally. I don't expect it to be the same for everyone else, but this is how I chose to represent the idea. My stressors and my stress stem from the pressure that I put on myself. I'm an overachiever and I overcommit to things, but then I look at my calendar and I see 30 things on it. I keep taking shift after shift, setting up a program after program, running event after event, and these things pile up. The medication wears off in the evening, and suddenly I no longer have the confidence that I had to do those things anymore. But when I have nothing to do, an empty day on the calendar, I feel like I've accomplished nothing. I've committed to nothing, nothing useful has happened, so I just keep taking more and more. I keep doing more things. I write, I draw, I animate, I post, I work, I plan. Everything I can get my hands on. I need those things to survive. But when I look at a checklist, a calendar, I think about what I've actually committed myself to. I see the deadlines, how many things are placed on my agenda, and it feels overwhelming. It's like I'm drowning, that I'll never be able to get any of these things done. I respond by getting overwhelmed. I feel like I start to drown. I feel my throat closing off. I feel pulled under. Yet I keep putting things on my plate anyway, and just respond by complaining about my situation and not actually doing anything about it. Then I take my meds the next day and the whole cycle starts over. I'm happy, I can get stuff done, I can do things again. The meds hold off the problem, but don't fix it. It'll always continue. It'll always be an endless loop. It'll always feel fine in the morning when you're medicated, but when you don't have that medication holding off that impending stress, that inability to get stuff done. You're stuck. You're overwhelmed. You don't know what to do. What do I have to say about it? Using medication to deal with your problem is only a temporary solution. It doesn't work forever, and it'll always end up being that never-ending loop until you fix yourself. Like I showed in the animation with being trapped within the medication, it seems like your only option, your only ability to continue thriving in this world that might not be built for you. You're trapped inside it, you don't know how to get out, and you're still struggling and just covering it up with medication, making that medication your outer shell to get things done. That's kind of what today's society has pushed on us. It makes you work until you collapse from burnout. You end up hurting yourself in the process just to keep up with everything. You need 3 years of experience to get a job, so I guess you better have started when you were 13 or else you're screwed. You need to go to university to get a degree, and you need to take 5 classes a semester or else you'll graduate later than everyone else. An unrealistic time frame that people put themselves on because that's what you're supposed to do. They don't take that extra time. They don't think that they're allowed to take that extra time, and that stress of having full-time university and all these other commitments can really pile up. Society is an endless constant of telling you to bottle up your emotions and bite the bullet. But that's how the world works. There's always going to be stressors, and you're always going to need to be stressed in some way. Stress keeps you alive. Stress helps you. But there are still these pressures, this need to deal with things, the need to put everything aside just so you can survive in this world. Yes, there's supports for people today more accessible than ever, but how much of that is paid? And if it's free and available for others, it'll take you probably years to get access to it. You tell yourself that you'll take the medication to get through university, to keep up with your classes, to get good grades, then you won't need it anymore after that. But then what? Then you work. How are you supposed to get anything done without it? You rely on it. What happens when you start feeling stressed again? What are you going to fall back on? If people have an easy way out, like medication, it's easier to just take it rather than working on themselves. And while that is truly bad for them in the long run, it's what they need to do to continue surviving in this world. Societal pressures, people using medication to push down their issues and treating the symptoms, not the problem at their core. That's what it takes to create that never-ending loop of reliance on the medication, on an outside source. And stress is never going to change. It's never going to go away. And using that medication to cover it up is only a temporary solution. Even though it is difficult and you know that you need to change yourself and that you're worried about it all falling apart the second you stop, sometimes it's good to take that chance and to work on yourself.